Hello YouTube, it's Mr. Rivera back again with the layout. Just want to give you guys a quick update video and talk a little bit about MTH. But here is my UP 1989. It's been fixed. I got it back in May. The guy finished it. He had to wait for the parts to come in for the board because it needed to be replaced. So that was done, and now it's working just fine. Now during this whole quarantine, I had some time to work on all my other engines that didn't have sound. So if you look here, you'll also see all of these P42s that are on the layout, and it stretches all the way down here. Well, I added sound and in all of these engines. That's done, so that extends way over there. So look at all these P42s. I normally shoot on a tripod, but there's so many engines here I can't even, it covers the whole layout practically. Now these gen sets also, I put sound in them. All that's done. And picked up a couple new models here too. I'll show you a couple of things I picked up along the way. Speaking of more MTH, we have these CSX GP38-2s. I picked up all three of the road numbers here. Since these are probably going to become very hard to find, I found a good deal on them, so I got them. And then these Amtrak Genset 2s from Atlas. They have the ESU Loc sound installed already. And then a friend of mine did my Genset 2s right here, these CSX units, and we put the Tsunami Soundtracks 2 in those. I had trouble installing sound on these. This is so he's a good guy. He does a lot of the installs with some of the club members, so he did that as well. So let's go show you some more things that I got. So over here we're taking a look at this Walther's mainline ES44. This is the, you can see it's got the breast cancer awareness ribbon on it. This is a beautiful paint job what they did on this engine with sound. DCC and sound already installed from the factory. That's $139. I got that from Model Train Stuff. A couple of things I got from Model Train Stuff and Train World while I was away and stuck at home pretty much. I had a chance to do a little shopping. So we got some of these Kato Amtrak Superliners. These are going to be great because I obviously expanding my, you saw P42, so I'm going to need them to pull something. So we got these Amtrak we got those Amtrak Superliners. We got these what do you call these, Ladies of the Night, these figures. So these are very nice. I like these. That's from, I ordered those. UPS Sprinter. Here's the FedEx freight container. I'm going to add these. I got to go through my intermodal train totes and then find a place where I can put these on a either on a spine car or a flat car, because these are 53 feet and these are nice though. I like these FedEx freight. That's pretty nice. Now from Train Life, I started buying some things from them, but this is really nice. Look at that. I love these. I love these F-box cars. These are really nice, and it's got the TTX logo, the red logo on it. Love it. I absolutely love those. Got a couple of containers from Walther's. The CM one here. This one's got the ship. You see the train and the truck on it. The icon. That's pretty nice. I got a couple of those. This is a CP container, and I love this P&O Ferry Masters. It's a very dark blue. You can see that. It's really nice. This is a 45 footer, so we got that. Got a couple of these from Trainland. These are the Atlas 1 containers, but it stands for Ocean Network Express. That's what it's abbreviated for that. But that's pretty cool. Got to add these to my my well cards. I also got this cabbage here. This is from Rapido. So it's the F40s, and it's a non-powered unit, but this one's actually powered because it's got the Loc sound decoder installed, but it doesn't actually have a speaker where actually, well, it does have a speaker, but it doesn't have a prime mover sound because it's a cabbage or non-powered baggage car. Essentially, that's what Amtrak just did with those units. They turned them into baggage cars that could be operated, or that could still be controlled to train. And this is really nice. These are the Railgun from Exact Rail. So Train Life, these are those Train Life exclusives. So you have to order a lot of their Exact Rail products just from online. You can't really get them at the hobby stores. And that's the George Bush. Got it. Also, it's also an MTH. So as you can see, I've been pretty busy most of this summer, just buying some trains, and then obviously doing some decoder install. I had some time to do that. Still working on the layout itself, so I have a lot of things to do there. Also, there's the Scale-Trained auto racks that are coming this week, so I'm going to be doing a video on that. Got some stuff I'm going to be posting on the West Island channel, which is some trains I'm running, so make sure you check that out. So we'll talk about that. There's going to be a lot more stuff running. Now, as far as MTH is concerned, I haven't done a video on this, and I wanted to do one for a while. I just haven't had time. As some of you who may not know, MTH is going to be closing its doors in spring 2021, and the president or CEO president, Mike Wolf, decided to retire, and he's going to close the business. Which I find funny because in his statement he says he decided to retire. If you read the statement, he says he decided to retire and close the business. It wasn't I was going to retire and then pass or nominate a new president for the company, or someone else, so and so is taking over. No, he's just going to close the company, which is kind of weird there, because I'm like, wait a minute, if the business was doing really well, you would pass it on to somebody else, or pass it down. But he decided just to, no, that's it, I'm closing, shutting operations down. So that leads me to, that leads a lot of questions to be answered. Is like, financially, how well is the company actually doing versus, him just actually retiring. So, anyway, we all, like what he's done so far, especially for the old scale guys. I feel real bad for you guys because, a lot of the O scale market is it's a small market, but MTH has a wide variety, probably the largest O scale market, a variety of trains in O scale to choose from, and a lot of companies don't really offer that much. In HO, we have a variety of companies to choose from. So if one goes under, yeah, I mean we got plenty. And now going back to MTH, my concern. As an HO customer, okay, I know there's going to be another company that takes over the boards and the manufacturing of that, and there's supposed to be another company who's going to take over that. But some of these boards, and you saw what happened to 1989, they just die. For whatever reason, these decoders just blow up. They fail for no reason. Things happen, and I've had more MTH, I know, right? I'm a sucker for buying MTH. I have more MTH engines fail than any other brand. And you guys have seen my layout I have engines all over. And I've never had any issues with ESU or Tsunami or Broadway Limited for that matter, or the QSI. I know QSI is not really popular, but anyway, you get my point. MTH, I've had to send a bunch of them in for repair all the time. So it's like, it's kind of like, yeah, I have a bunch of engines by MTH, and you're kind of just happy if they're running. You know what I mean? I mean, you worry like, okay, if I have a problem after 2021, what's going to happen? So for the most part, everything seems to be all right. I only have one issue with this engine go down. The other ones, you're going to find out if they fail along the way, but you don't know. So that's one of the biggest problems with proprietary decoders and branded engines. When you have issues, and if the company decides to close down, how are you going to get parts? So this new company is taking over. We don't know what they're going to do as far as that service aspect of the business. So now let's talk about a little bit about the moving forward. What do I think that's going to happen with the company? I think the company will be bought out, because he did say in that statement that he was looking to shop around for potential buyers of the company. MTH has a lot of tooling, so I don't see them as just shutting down and then throwing all that away. This company has a lot of tooling, so I would figure, anyone would figure that another company would take over and continue to produce trains. I don't know, under a different brand or something. I don't know how they, what would they call the company, but it'll be interesting to see what they will do with the, with MTH and the existing tooling if someone else decides to buy the company. So that's my thoughts so far. I mean, look, it's any loss for the hobby is a loss for the hobby. It's a big deal for us, because the market, the demographic of the hobby itself is shrinking. It's just, I don't know how to say this, but the prices, the prices, the general interest of people getting involved in the hobby, it's kind of taking a downward trend. And yes, while there are still exciting products, and most of us who enjoy buying trains are going to continue to pump the money into the hobby, the new blood that's coming in isn't exactly doing that, and that's why it's going to make it harder for more people to get involved into O-scale and to really scale the business. And that's what we've been, the challenge has been. And I think that's what Mike Wolf is in the situation with, where, hey, look, I can't scale this business, and he's probably bleeding money or something like that, where he just can't sustain, or doesn't see that this, obviously he has a projection of what his income or what he's projected to sell due to pre-orders. He's probably seen that, go down over the years and just not selling as much. So remember, you have all this tooling and you can't sell trains as much as you want to continue to grow profit. It's going to be very hard to stay in business. So unfortunately, it's 2020 begins to be the dumpster fire that doesn't seem to want to be extinguished. It's just just add one more thing to that list, and it's a loss for us hobbyists. Even though I do have some of their HO stuff and I do like some of it, it's still a loss. Either way, it's a loss, and especially for O scale, a lot of guys who invested into the product line, especially all the DCS and their controllers and everything, you need that to run the O scale. That's how it runs. And unfortunately, without MTH, that's a big market segment that's going to be missing. So we'll hope. The only thing we can do is hope that someone else takes over. So that's my thoughts. If I don't forget, I'll put the article for the MTH. Mike Wolf's statement in the description. I know there's a bunch of videos on YouTube about it. A lot of guys I totally agree with. And obviously we all have concerns about what's going to be the future for MTH. Even though most of my collection isn't MTH, I do have some things and I like them. But obviously the service part is what we're worried about. I do have those two. The Spirit of Armed Forces and the Spirit of the First Responders that MTH is doing. They said they're going to fulfill those orders of that catalog that they did, the last catalog, and then that's it. There's not going to be any more new announcements. So hopefully, I'm still waiting. They're on pre-order, and again, cross your fingers, because if something happens out of warranty, that's it. It's good luck with finding the parts. I mean, I can always, take out the decoder and put a new one in there or a different brand, but that requires a lot more work. I like to buy trains and just run them. So, but hopefully, when they do come, everything will be fine, and then who knows, they'll last for years. But we'll have to wait and see about that. So Well, that's what I had to say about the MTH situation. And comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think was going to happen to MTH? I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say about it. So, and until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. So take care.